Hello everyone, Inarash here. Recently, I just sold my soul to Games Workshop so I could afford the High Fleet Leviathan box set. Despite the fact that I'm now in crippling debt, it did have plenty of interesting lore and new developments for the 40k universe. After reading through the core rulebook and the Crusade guide, I came up with today's topic of discussion, which is the focus of 10th edition, the 4th Tyrannic War. Most of us 40k fans will already be familiar with the Nids, but in case you're new to the hobby, I'll give you a brief summary. The Tyranids are a race of xeno species that have a passion for eating organic life, giving them an appetite for planets. These mutant dinosaur lizards invade the Imperium every now and again, harvesting planets and generally being a pain for the sack of bones that is the Emperor. The Tyranids operate in hive fleets, which further divide into splinter tendrils. On its own, a Tyranid is about as useful as a waterproof teabag, but when you start to come up against them in the billions, you might have an issue. Well, without further fluffing around, let's get into the 4th Tyrannic War. Before Leviathan made its first attacks into the Imperium, the universe was already in peril. Abaddon and his buddies had been hard at work turning drifting space hulks into nightmarish warships that gave even the most dignified admirals a heart attack. Not to mention Vashtor giving the Dark Angels a bloody nose after he waltzed onto the rock and stole some trinket AI. But things aren't all bad. The Primarch of the Dark Angels, Lionel Johnson, returned, and he has a beard now. Even so, before Leviathan made its move, the Imperium was already weakened. It all started with the Shadow and the Warp, billowing out like a dark cloud, silencing systems and cutting communications. One by one, the cut-off planets began to fall, ceasing to exist. Leviathan had begun its attack, and for now, it was going unnoticed. But the Imperium wasn't completely blind in twiddling their thumbs. Eyes of the Emperor, Space Marine spies of the Adeptus Custodes took notice and reported back to the leader, Trajan Valorous, the chapter master of the Custodes. After receiving the news of the invasion, Trajan went to work convincing the many parts of the Imperium to mobilize forces to combat the new threat. And after some convincing, humanity began the process of mustering forces to combat the new Tyranid invasion. With the Tyranid threat revealed, humanity's greatest tactical minds gathered to figure out a strategy to combat Leviathan and stop the Tyranid's path towards terror. Their solution came in the form of the Soul Blades, small fleets led by war heroes designed to lead hidden run tactics in key Tyranid war zones. Whether it be crippling tendrils, bolstering defences, or buying time for evacuations, the Soul Blades spit out through the stars to slow the never-ending advance of the Xenos. The Imperium's only hope is that these valiant fleets can put the Tyranids into a stalemate and buy time for defences to be strengthened. If they succeed, only time will tell. Well, I hope my brief summary of the 4th Tyrannic War was helpful and entertaining in some way or another. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It tells me you like this content and it gets it onto the algorithm. Thanks for watching and have a good one.